we feel a special call to draw near to the poor and the marginalized and the outcast. And this has been a part of the Capuchin Franciscan charism from the beginning of our reform of the Franciscan movement. As we thought about the needs of the poor here in New York and New England, we decided that what was really needed was a ministry of spiritual care. We have felt that it's really important to reach out to our friends who live on the streets, who are chronically homeless, those who go hungry not only for food for their bodies, but hungry for things of the spirit, to feel like a part of a community.
My name is Linda Jenkins, and I'm a parishioner at St. Cecilia Parish in Boston, and I first learned about the Capuchin Mobile Ministries through Brother Anthony Zuba, who was my sponsor when I joined the church 6 years ago. I've been getting more familiar with the people, homeless people in Cambridge and Boston living in the streets, and I recognize that the ministry's priority of spiritual accompaniment with these folks is reciprocal, that I benefit tremendously from getting acquainted with them. I feel it's a real privilege and an honor to actually be able to do something concrete to help people that are really being saddled with the consequences of the systems.
I think that what we're doing at Capuchin Mobile Ministries reclaims the spirit of the early Franciscans, of our Capuchin ancestors. For me, I believe that it's very important that we, the friars and our volunteers, go out not as problem solvers, not as forceful evangelizers, but as witnesses to the hope that has been put into us by the risen Christ.
Many groups get together, whether they're secular or church, and are very good at a sort of a charity aspect of getting food together, getting socks together, getting sleeping bags together. And that's wonderful because people need that. But we need a ministry where we're building relationship, where we're telling people they're not alone, because our Christian faith tells us that we're social by nature, we don't do this alone, and that we need each other. And so what Capuchin Mobile Ministries tries to bring back to them is that they are children of God, and they have deep dignity and deep worth, and that we want to let them know that they're not forgotten.
Some of these people actually inspire me. They actually give me words of encouragement and encourage me to continue the work. I see them help each other. So there's a lot of positivity, and that's how I see Jesus in them.
As a volunteer, I mean, the work is not very difficult. We just stay right next to the van and try to, prepare the sandwiches and prepare the coffee and just prepare the bags and give them out. This gives a bit more freedom to the friars to get more involved in the spiritual part and talking with some of the homeless and kind of helping them out spiritually, while as volunteer work a bit more in giving out coffee and things. So it makes you realize as well how lucky you are having a home and having all the things in your life that in the streets, especially in the winter, it's not an easy life.
We pray that you watch over us this afternoon on this journey and help us to give a feeling of home to others who have no homes, who may have no physical housing, or those who have been marginalized.
We try to hit about 8 to 10 locations in greater Cambridge and Boston, going from typical popular spots known here, like Harvard Square and Central Square in Cambridge, as well as Copley Square, the Boston Common, South Station train station, the big bus station near us, Nubian Square, and different spots where it's known that people that are struggling with housing issues or addictions typically hang out. The purpose of the stop, of course, is to check in with people and do spiritual care. We have coffee, we have sandwiches as a way of beginning a relationship and getting people, that are hungry something to eat. But the focus isn't on the food. There's plenty of places for folks to get food in major cities. We just want people to know that people care about them and that they're not forgotten, and that we know that they have spiritual lives and they think about these things, especially people on the street who suffer so deeply, maybe more so than the rest of us, think about God quite often and the meaning of life quite often and struggle with that through their pain.
We give thanks and praise to God for you and for all our volunteers, benefactors, and supporters. If you would like to join us on mission through your donations or through volunteering, please click on the link below for more information. God bless.